Ever wondered why intermittent fasting is such a buzzword these days? It's a question that's been circulating in health and wellness circles, and for good reason. Intermittent fasting isn't just a diet trend, it's a way of life. This method of eating, which alternates between periods of eating and fasting, has been gaining traction in the modern world. And it's not just about losing weight. There's a lot more to intermittent fasting than meets the eye. From the outside looking in, it can seem rather perplexing. Why would anyone willingly choose to go hungry? Why is it that some people swear by intermittent fasting, while others can't seem to get past the thought of skipping a meal? And most importantly, is intermittent fasting really as beneficial as it's made out to be? These are just a few of the questions that have sparked curiosity and confusion. But worry not, we're here to demystify this dietary enigma. So, buckle up and prepare to dive deep into the world of intermittent fasting. Stay tuned as we unravel the steps and key points of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, as complex as it sounds, is pretty straightforward. It's not a diet in the conventional sense, but rather an eating pattern. It's all about when you eat, rather than what you eat. It involves cycling between periods of eating and fasting, hence the term intermittent fasting. Let's delve into the various types of intermittent fasting. One popular method is the 16-8 method, also known as time-restricted feeding. This involves fasting every day for 14 to 16 hours and limiting your daily eating window to 8 to 10 hours. During the eating window, you can fit in 2, 3, or more meals. This method is convenient because it can be as simple as not eating anything after dinner and skipping breakfast. Then we have the 5-2 diet, also known as fast diet. This method involves eating normally for 5 days of the week, while restricting your calories to 500 to 600 on 2 non-consecutive days. For example, you might eat normally every day except Mondays and Thursdays, where you eat 2 small meals. The next method is the eat-stop-eat. This involves a 24-hour fast, once or twice a week. For instance, not eating from dinner one day until dinner the next day amounts to a full 24-hour fast. These methods don't say anything about what you should eat, but rather when you should eat. Note that during the fasting periods, no food is allowed, though water, coffee, tea, and other non-caloric beverages are fine. Some forms of intermittent fasting allow small amounts of low-calorie foods during the fasting periods. To sum it up, intermittent fasting is less about restricting what foods you eat and more about when you eat. It's a different approach to eating, a lifestyle change rather than a diet. Now that we know what intermittent fasting is, how does one go about it? Embarking on the intermittent fasting journey is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Well, it's a bit more nuanced than that, but let's break it down together. Step 1. Choose your type of fasting. There are several types of intermittent fasting, each with its own unique pattern. The most popular ones are the 16-8 method, where you fast for 16 hours and eat within an 8-hour window, and the 5-2 method, where you consume 500 to 600 calories on 2 non-consecutive days of the week and eat normally the rest. Choose the one that fits your lifestyle and comfort level the best. Step 2. Prepare your body. Before you dive straight into fasting, it's essential to prepare your body. Start by gradually reducing your intake of processed foods, sugars, and caffeine. This helps to lessen the initial shock to your system. It's also a good idea to increase your intake of fiber-rich foods and lean proteins, which can help keep hunger at bay during fasting hours. Step 3. Ease into the fasting schedule. Don't rush into a full fasting schedule immediately. Begin by adding short fasts to your routine, perhaps skipping breakfast or dinner. Gradually extend the fasting period until you reach your desired fasting window. Remember, it's not about being perfect from the get-go. It's about progress and adjustment. Throughout your intermittent fasting journey, hydration is key. Make sure to drink plenty of water during both your fasting and eating windows. This not only prevents dehydration, but also helps manage hunger pangs. And finally, listen to your body. If you're feeling lightheaded, excessively hungry, or unwell, it might be a sign that you need to adjust your fasting schedule or the type of fasting you're doing. It's important to remember that intermittent fasting isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a flexible tool that can be adapted to meet your unique needs and circumstances. So there you have it, a step-by-step guide to starting your intermittent fasting journey. Choose your type of fasting, prepare your body, and ease into the fasting schedule. Stay hydrated, listen to your body, and remember that this is a lifestyle change, not a quick fix. Remember, the journey of intermittent fasting is not a sprint, but a marathon. Like two sides of a coin, intermittent fasting also has its pros and cons. As we delve into the benefits and drawbacks of this health practice, it's essential to remember that individual experiences may vary. One of the most well-known benefits of intermittent fasting is weight loss. This isn't just about shedding a few pounds, but more importantly, it's about reducing the harmful belly fat that can lead to numerous health issues. By limiting your eating window, you naturally reduce your calorie intake. But intermittent fasting also changes your hormone levels to facilitate weight loss. Beyond shedding weight, intermittent fasting can significantly improve metabolic health. It can reduce insulin resistance, lowering your risk of type 2 diabetes. Furthermore, intermittent fasting can have a positive impact on inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which contribute to aging and many chronic diseases. Perhaps one of the most intriguing benefits is the potential for increased longevity. Some studies suggest that fasting can extend lifespan in a way similar to continuous calorie restriction, though more research is needed in this area. However, like any health practice, intermittent fasting isn't without its drawbacks. The most common side effect is hunger, which can be quite intense, especially in the beginning. This can lead to feelings of weakness or fatigue, and may affect your ability to concentrate or perform physical tasks. Moreover, there's a risk of overeating. While intermittent fasting can help you reduce calorie intake, it's also easy to overcompensate during your eating window, negating the benefits. Lastly, not everyone should practice intermittent fasting. Certain individuals, including those with a history of eating disorders, pregnant women, and those with certain medical conditions, should avoid it. While the benefits are enticing, it's crucial to listen to your body and consult a healthcare provider. After all, the ultimate goal is to promote health and well-being, and that looks different for each one of us. As we wrap up, here are a few essential points to remember about intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is not just a diet plan, but a pattern of eating. It's a way of scheduling your meals so that you get the most out of them. It doesn't change what you eat, but rather when you eat. It's all about finding that eating window that works best for you. We've learned that starting intermittent fasting can be as simple as extending your overnight fast. You can begin by pushing breakfast a bit later into the day and tapering off eating earlier in the evening. Remember, it's about making gradual changes that fit into your lifestyle. When it comes to the benefits, intermittent fasting can lead to significant weight loss, improved metabolic health, and even an increased lifespan. It can help your body switch into a fat-burning mode, and it can boost brain function. But let's not forget the potential drawbacks. Intermittent fasting may not be suitable for everyone, especially those with certain health conditions, pregnant women, or those with a history of eating disorders. It's always important to consult a healthcare professional before making drastic changes to your eating habits. One crucial point to stress is the importance of maintaining a balanced diet. Intermittent fasting is not an excuse to eat whatever you want during your eating window. The quality of the food you eat is equally as important as the fasting periods. Lastly, the most successful fasting schedules are the ones that can be made a lifestyle. Personalize your plan, listen to your body, and make adjustments as needed. Intermittent fasting is not a one-size-fits-all solution, but it could be a powerful tool if used wisely. Remember, health comes first.